Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Adriele here. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing to this channel. I make videos all related to Traveler's Notebook, anything from planning, journaling, stationery, and of course I would love to see you here for the next one. But look what I got. How chunky. I finally finished my July insert, and if you're not familiar with how I journal, how I use my Traveler's Notebook, I actually only use one insert per month, and I included here my planner as well as my journal, so it's everything combined for an entire month. So this is what an entire month of journaling and planning looks like for me. So I'll go ahead and bring you guys my desk so we can go ahead and get started. Now before we start, by the way, I will link it above here on the screen, my playlist with all of my flip throughs, so that way if you like to watch flip throughs and you haven't had a chance to watch my previous ones, I'll link it above here on the screen so you can check it out later. But yeah, so when you first open my Traveler's Notebook, you see the 2020 cover. This is a craft folder that I got it from Traveler's Company, and it kind of hugs my insert on both sides. I do have a video where it shows me decorating this folder, so if you haven't had a chance to watch it and you're curious about it, I'll link it above here on the screen as well. This is my July insert. This is the front cover and this is the back. This was the first insert that I decided to actually decorate the back, and I really like how it turned out. So it just says here July 2020, that's the cover. I mean, nothing else there. When you first open, you see this inside cover here. Again, botanical theme. This inside cover I use for my monthly goal. I only work with one goal a month. I don't have yearly goals. I just have monthly goals. So I like to have my monthly goal on the first page. So it's always the first thing that I see when I first open my journal. And as you can see here, I didn't reach my goal for this month by one day, but I did make a note here that I actually reached my goal on August 1st. So I just thought it was interesting to notate that. I didn't fail after all. Anyways, moving on, the next pages, this is my monthly log. So this is just the overview of my month calendar. This calendar, I like to use it to keep track of birthdays, events, holidays, trips, and things like that. So that's why I use this monthly calendar for. Then the next page is when you flip over, this is actually my weekly logs. So you notice that I decorate very heavily my weekly logs, and I don't leave a lot of space to write. And the reason being is because I don't use this weekly logs for tasks throughout the week. I just use this for my daily goal. So I only work with one goal a day, that's it. And that daily goal, it's something that's gonna help me achieve my monthly goal. So I'm very focused when it comes to that. When it comes to tasks and things like that, I leave that for my Google Calendar, where I have like my schedule set up and all of that stuff. But yeah, so I have all the weeks of the month. So I have week 27, week 28, 29, and 30th and 31st. So as you notice, every week I change the theme. I like to play around, so I really change the theme throughout. So this is the last week of July, and because it's the last week, I usually have this extra page that I'm not gonna use for anything, so I just decorated. But yeah, now I start my daily journal here. So this was July 1st, and this was actually a Wednesday. So this day I just worked a lot on my videos, recording and editing, so nothing fun here. I didn't have anything special to use it to decorate my pages. Usually how I like to do, I like to decorate my pages based on what happened that day. So if something special happened or something different happened, or I try something, or I went to a concert, something, I like to decorate the page based on what happened that day. Now, there's a lot of days like this that I'm just working. There's really nothing you know, exciting happening. So those days I take advantage and I decorate the pages with themes that I like and I enjoy to use, and vintage is one of them, so that's why I just decorated the whole page with vintage. So that's it. Next page is July 2nd. This was a Thursday. Now this day, me and my boyfriend actually had to go to town, and we are just running a lot of errands. It was a very busy day. I didn't even have time to have breakfast. Not me, not my boyfriend. So we did decide to grab some sushi at Sprouts. And yeah, we ate sushi in the car, and I haven't had sushi in months by then, so I really wanted to just, I mean, besides that, really nothing exciting happened this day. So I just cut it out, the packaging that came with the sushi, and I added here, and because it was green and yellow, I just decided to use this as a prompt to decorate the pages. So all of the pages went in a kind of like a vintage yellow, green botanical theme to match with this. That's all, really. I can use any excuses to find a theme to decorate my journals. Anyways, moving on. This was Friday, July 3rd. This day was very heavily involved towards mail. That's why I decided to decorate the page kind of like with an airmail theme. And this day was actually the day also that I received a package in the mail from Skylar Hand Studio, where I got a lot of very beautiful vintage theme pieces. All of this, with the exception of the postage stamps and this tag right here and the envelope, was all from her packaging, so I had to include it. She just created the most beautiful packagings, and yeah, I mean, look at this. And this was the card that she included in the packaging as well, so I just included right here. So yeah, that was it for this day. The next day, this was July 4th. If you don't know about that, I live in Flagstaff, Arizona. So 4th of July, it's our Independence Day holiday here in the US, where you celebrate the independence of the United States. So I decided to decorate the whole page with a 4th of July theme, of course. We did had a dinner party in our place, and we had a few friends coming over to celebrate with us. So I took a couple of pictures and I added here. So that's why I used this flip pen, so I could have extra space to edit the pictures. This box, this popcorn, vintage popcorn box, I actually got it from Skylar Hand. Was one of the ephemera packs that I got it from her. That was actually American theme, so everything in this pack was blue and red and white, and I bought it for the sole purpose of decorating my 4th of July layout. So yeah, so I used this popcorn box to use the tip pen. I used some washes, and I used a lot of the piece of ephemera that came with this pack. I used some blue tickets, a lot of like you know, vintage postage stamps with the from the US, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The next layout, this was Monday, July 6th. Usually on Mondays I spend a lot of my day just working on my YouTube channel, on my videos, recording. So this was a, you know, heavily how you say, recording and editing day, so I just decided to go with a vintage theme again. And I added like a vintage camera theme to this layout. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for this day. Nothing special. The next one was July 7th. This was a Tuesday. This was actually the day that I posted my Skylar Hand haul in my YouTube channel. And if you haven't had the chance to watch that video, I'll link it above here on the screen. But yeah, so I wanted to actually decorate this whole layout with some more of the ephemera that I got it from her shop. The next day, this was Wednesday, July 8th. Nothing really crazy happened here. I was still doing a lot of like recording and editing for my YouTube channel. The only fun thing that happened, I spent an hour or so looking through Instagram, and I found a couple of accounts that are vintage styled, and I really liked it. So I just used that as an excuse to decorate my layout with vintage, because really nothing else is special or interesting happening that happened that day. The next day, this was Thursday, July 9th, and this day I received 2 packages in the mail, one from Café and a Log, and I also got a package from one of my pen pals. So I decided to reserve this page for Café and a Log, and the following page I did with my pen pal stuff. So this was the postcard that came with the packaging with a sweet note that Dee had it added to me. So I had to include it here in the layout, and I just did a tip in with one of the washes that I got from them. And I just went with a whole, you know, Café and a Log theme. So as you can see, everything's black and white and red, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. The next day, this was July 10th, so this was the day that I decided to decorate the page with the theme, with the things that my pen pal sent it to me. She sent me beautiful folders and envelopes that were fully decorated like this one, with a lot of stickers, beautiful papers, and a crochet. So it was just everything so beautiful. So of course I had to add one of them here, so I just did a tip in, so I still had a space to write it on the back. So I just decided to use the same color scheme from her folder to decorate the rest of the page. And here, the only thing really that happened, I think I was still working this day. The only thing that really was important that happened, I reached 300 subscribers in my YouTube channel this day. So of course I had to indicate it here. So I put 300 on a stamp in red as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this day. Next day, this was Saturday, July 11th. I just decided to go kind of like on the same color scheme and go with a brown. But besides that, I was just going crazy with different, you know, types of ephemera. And on this day I just decided to go kind of like a food drink theme, and the reason being is because this was Saturday night. Me and my boyfriend met with a few friends in town for dinner and some drinks, so that's why I decided to decorate the page like that. Next day, this was Sunday, July 12th. This was insane day, and you see that I cover most of the writing in this page because there is a lot of personal things. It was a crazy day for me, but the reason why I actually cut out the word maniac from a magazine is because this was actually the first day that me and my boyfriend started watching the TV show on Netflix called Maniac. Interesting show. It's just one season. I really liked it. It's a very short show. I think it's like only 12 episodes. But anyways, we started watching the show this day, and my day was crazy. So I thought it was very fitting to just use the, you know, the title of the show Maniac, because it really described not only the show name that we are watching, but my day in general. Hopefully you guys can kind of have an idea, even though I have so many washes covering my writing. Anyways, next layout is Monday, July 13th. Again, this is another example of a layout that I didn't have anything interesting happening. Was a full busy work day, so I decided to go with a, you know, with a fun theme. I just have received this package from my pen pal, and she had included this Starbucks Reserve Roastery washi tape from Traveler's Company. And I had to use it, so I wanted to find an excuse to use that in my journal, and I found the day. And because the washi was on the pink tone, I just decided to do a whole pink layout. And I just literally, I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to do. I just grabbed everything that I could find in my stash that was pink, like pink receipts, pink doilies, washi tapes and papers, and I just went with it. I liked how it turned out. Anyways, next day, this was July 14th. This was a Tuesday, another busy day of work, just recording. So I just decided to grab this paper doll that I got it from Café and a Log. It's one of the Peon sticker sets, and she's holding a camera. And yeah, because her outfit was very light colors, white and brown, I decided to go with a very soft color scheme for this layout. So I just used some vintage paper with music notes and a white doily and some very light color sticker flowers, and that's it. The next day, this was Wednesday, July 15th. As you can see, this layout is a very dark, heavy layout. And the reason being, I wanted to show the heaviness of this day. As you can see, I have the word written here, stress. This was a very stressful day for me. I had some issues with my computer. You know, my computer shut down out of nothing, out of the blue, and one of my external drivers that I actually use it to save some of my files from YouTube actually was connected to my computer. So when my computer shut down, it actually corrupted my external driver, which made me lose a lot of my original files. So I was freaking out this day. It was a very stressful day for me. So yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what happens, right? And there's nothing that you can do about it besides journal. Anyways, next day, this was Thursday, July 16th. So this day, the only really special thing that happened, I actually went to a couple of vintage shops, and so I decided to go with a vintage theme for this. Nothing really like meaningful. I just went with a, you know, with a cream pinkish theme, just to indicate that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this day. So the next day, on Friday, July 17th, as you can see here, this is an interesting layout, and I did this because this day I actually spent most of my entire day just organizing my paper stash. So I just decided to do a whole layout where I had a lot of the samples of my paper stash as well as my washi stash, and I really liked how it turned out. Anyways, moving on, we're getting very long here. The next layout, this was July 18th, and this was a Saturday. So we actually went boating this day with a few friends to Lake Mary, and I also, this was the day that I got my chair on Craigslist, so I just use a sticker here with a chair to indicate that. And this is just a pass that we put it in the car when we actually parked at Lake Mary, so I just used that on my journal. I like to save any ephemera that reminds me of what we did that day. So you're gonna see some of those like throughout my journals. Sunday, July 19th, this day we had a couple of friends over to stay with us for the weekend, and they went with us boating. So they stayed on Sunday. They left in the afternoon, but in the morning we actually went to town to one of our friends' mother's house, and we had a brunch with them, and it was very nice. So it was a very fun day. So yeah, but that's all that happened. On Monday, July 20th, I did it kind of like a vintage medical theme for this page because this was the day I started feeling a bit sick at the end of the night on Sunday, but on Monday was actually when I really felt under the weather. I was not sure what was happening, but I was having a lot of stomach pain, and I was getting fever, and it was just like I was really feeling a lot under the weather. Yeah, but this was the first day that I really felt sick, so I just wanted to kind of create a whole vintage medical theme just to indicate that. On the second day of me being sick, this was Tuesday, July 21st, I decided to go with a very dark theme again because this day I felt so sick. So I decided to go with a very dark theme for this, just to kind of like, you know, indicate how I was feeling. But then I decided to, you know what, like I'm not gonna be too dramatic. Then let me edit some items to line it up. So I decided to go with this black and white theme, and I just added some doily and a doll, and I think it turned out pretty cute. But yeah, moving on. This was July 22nd, Wednesday. This day, actually, my boyfriend ordered some pizza for us for dinner because I was still feeling sick, so he wanted to grab me some comfort food. I don't know if you can call pizza comfort food, but you know what I mean. Pizza always makes you feel much better and happier, so it actually helped out. I was feeling a little bit better at the end of the day, so maybe it was the pizza. But anyway, this was just a quick illustration that I draw. I didn't have any pizza stickers, so I just had to draw a pizza slice. It was very quick drawing. I didn't want it to be too serious. I was recording this day, so I didn't want it to take too long on drawing, so I just did a quick sketch here, and I just used some of my Tombow in orange with this very strong orange. I made it like in a way that it felt like was a kid that painted. You know, like when kids is making mass painting. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I forgot the name, so let's move on. Thursday, July 23rd. This day I start to feel a bit better. So I wanted to go with a more light layout, so I just decided to go with a botanical theme. I've done botanical themes before, but I never done a whole flower theme. So I just had this idea of decorate the whole edges of the page, and I think it turned out really good. And it's a very easy way to decorate the, your journal pages if you don't have any ideas and you don't know what to do and you want it to look good. That's a good way to do it, yeah. Next day, this was July 14th. This was a Friday. As you can see, I got another package in the mail from one of my pen pals. This one, she is actually from the Netherlands, so she sent me a beautiful packaging with the Netherlands theme. I loved it. The way that she decorated everything was Netherlands flag themed, so I really liked everything that she sent me. She included this postcard inside of the letter, but because I wanted to actually fold her letter in 3 so I could actually include her letter. Sorry guys, my camera stopped recording. I don't know why. But anyway, so because I wanted to fold her letter in 3 so I could actually include her letter right here, I actually had to remove the postcard from the letter, and I actually included here. And I just used the same stickers that she used in the letter to cover this up. But yeah, beautiful packaging. This day I was still feeling a little bit sick in the morning. I tried to record a video, I couldn't, and then I received this beautiful package in the mail. I was so happy. It made my day. Like, receiving beautiful packages from my pen pals makes my day. So yeah, I was just super happy, and so I decided to decorate with a lot of the things that she sent it to me. The only thing that she didn't send me was this paper doll. This one I actually got it from Cafe Analog, and it's actually a shop from the Netherlands, so I thought it was very fitting. She had it the same colors, blue and red, so I wanted to include her here to keep the Netherlands theme. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this day here. At the end of the day, I was feeling a bit better, so I was very happy on this day. Moving on, the next day, it is Saturday, July 25th. Now, I decided to decorate this whole page with another pen pal packaging that I received in the mail. But now this pen pal letter, I didn't receive until the 26th. But I decided to decorate my layout on the 25th with this because actually on the 26th was my mom's birthday. So I wanted to kind of do a birthday theme on this day. And I wanted to make justice to the beautiful package that my pen pal sent it to me. So I had to have a full layout just with her stuff. So I decided to just decorate this day here on the 25th with it. I actually have a vlog where I vlogged this day. If you haven't had a chance to watch and you actually like vlogs, I'll link it above here on the screen so you guys can check it out later. But this day I spent a good chunk of the day recording my studio tour video, and then after that me and my boyfriend actually went to another city close by Flagstaff, which is called Prescott. It's about an hour drive. You just went to Costco, and yeah, it was a chill day. I didn't have anything crazy going on, so that's why I decided to use this beautiful packaging. So I had to include her envelope. So because her envelope was a craft paper, material was very thick, so I just decided to cut in half instead of folding, so it'll be less bulky. Because I needed to include her envelope. Look how beautiful it is. Like, look at how much attention she put it in the envelope. I had to include it. And all of the items here, with the exception of this yellow washi, was all from her packaging. She included all of this, so of course I had to decorate the layout with the things that she sent me. And as you can see, this I changed a little bit, because when I recorded decorating this layout, I had included her letter right here as a tip in, but was giving me a lot of issues with folding. So I actually moved her letter from here, and I actually just included inside of the envelope. That's something that I should have done in the first place. But yeah, I just did it this, I don't know, this handle. Can you guys see it? It's just like a handle with washi on both sides, so that way you know that that's something that you can pull it out. But yeah, and this is just her letter. I just folded in 3 and I just added right here. And yeah, I just have this so it's easier to pull her letter out of it. Yeah, moving on, the next day, July 26th, like I mentioned, this was my mom's birthday, so I wanted to go with a birthday theme. This day is also included in my vlog that I linked above here on the screen. Me and my boyfriend actually went to a lake, and it was a lovely day, so I have a little bit of footage in my vlog for this day as well if you want to check it out. But yeah, this was my mom's birthday, so I wanted to go with a birthday theme, and I had this magazine cut out of this balloon that was in purple. So because of this, I just decided to go with the whole theme purple as well. So I just picked a lot of stickers that I had it in washi in purple. And this folder was another folder that my pen pal sent it to me, and they had this purple flower, so I thought it was very fitting. I wanted to include a folder here, so this is, oops, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the back of the folder, so you can see it's a flip. And I decided to include this folder here because of this flower. The main reason, and the second reason, is because actually I had a lot of journaling this day, so all the journal didn't fit in those 2 pages. So usually if I have a lot of journal to the point that it doesn't fit even though on those 2 pages, I like to edit a tip pen either with an envelope or folder, or just a regular tip pen where I can write it more. So I just decided to use this folder because it was a beautiful folder. I wanted to include it here, and I was able to include the letter, where I had the extra journaling for that day, and I just put it here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this day. The next day was Monday, July 27th. Again, a full day of recording and editing, so that's why I decided to use another paper doll that is holding a camera, just to indicate that this was a day of recording for me. So the whole theme here of this insert was to use blue and white, because she was wearing blue and white outfit, and I thought was fitting to just match it. So I just grabbed every piece of ephemera that I could find that was white and blue, and I just added here. And yeah, that is it. Next day, this was July 28th. This was a Tuesday. I received another beautiful package in the mail from one of my pen pals in Spain, and she sent me this beautiful envelope, and of course I had to include it, and she sent me also a beautiful letter, so I included right here. And yeah, so I just did a tip pen so I could fold her envelope on both sides, and I could still see both sides of her envelope. I had to include, I always love to include, if I can, if the size of the envelope permits, I like to include the envelope as well as the letter. If the envelope is just like, a birthday card or something that is not from my pen pals and it's just a basic envelope, I'll just include the card, of course. But most of my pen pal letters, the envelopes are just so beautiful, I have to include the envelope if I'm able to. But yeah. And as of course I decided to decorate the whole you know, layout with items that she sent it to me in the packaging. She curated a whole you know, earthy tone theme package, which was so beautiful. Everything that she sent me was a color coordinated. So yeah, all of this I'm using here was from her packaging, including this stamp right here was one of the stamps that she sent it to me. So beautiful, beautiful packaging. I loved everything that she sent me. Next day, this was Wednesday, July 29th. This day was the day that I decided to start a new schedule. So I just decided to grab this paper that my pen pal from Spain sent it to me, and it had like a goal tracker, so I just thought it was a fitting paper to add it here, kind of like to indicate that this was the day that I started actually tracking time, you know, and working with a new schedule. So that's why I decided to use like anything related to time really and management here in this layout. And the only really different thing that I added later on was this a sticker that has just like a train, and the reason being is because actually this day we read some news that actually one of the train in Tempe Town Lake exploded. No one knew the cause of it. It was a big news here in Arizona. I used to live in Tempe, Arizona before I moved to Flagstaff. I moved to Flagstaff last year. And if you're not familiar, Tempe, it's really close to Phoenix. It's part of the, you know, the Great Phoenix area. So yeah, it's just you know, a university town. That's where ASU is at. So I used to live there. So yeah, it was a big news. Like I was, you know, I used to pass by, my apartment building was very close to the Tempe Town Lake, and to see that one of the actually trains exploded there, it was just insane. But anyway, so I had to just, you know, record this. Anyways, moving on, July 30th, this was a Thursday, another day full of recording. You guys didn't see me decorating this was off camera, so I just decided to go with a very simple layout. I was just busy this day, I just wanted to get it done. So I just grabbed some of my wood stamps with wildflowers and wild grass, and I just went around with it with the color scheme yellow, because I wanted to match with the with this paper doll that's holding a camera, and that is just to indicate that this was a day full of just recording and things like that for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing special here. Last day, sorry, another day that I had to cover a bunch of stuff. I had a lot of personal writing this day. This was the last day of the month. This was a Friday, July 31st. This day I decided to decorate it with a very like Japanese you know, style layout, and the reason being is because this day we actually ordered some sushi, and I know you saw me eating sushi here in the beginning of the month, but it was just from a supermarket. I haven't had sushi from a real restaurant in such a long time, so it was such a big deal. I was so excited to have sushi. So we had a sushi from this place called Go Sushi. We just picked it up, was pick up only, and we ate at home. But I also we also grabbed some sake to drink with it, and the reason why I added the label from the organic sake here, it's because this was the first time ever that I try sake. I know, that's crazy. I've been having sushi for so many years, and I never try sake for whatever reason. So when my boyfriend found out that I never had tried sake my whole life, he's like, you have to try it. So we actually bought a bottle of sake, and yeah, I had to remove the label just to, you know, demonstrate that this was the first time that I tried sake. And I just added some wood stamps that I got from the summer box, the staycation summer box that I got from Cafe Analog. I have a video unboxing of that you know, subscription box. So if you haven't had a chance to watch and you're curious about it, I'll link it above here on the screen as well. But yeah, so I just added some, really I just went with a very Japanese theme. I added this paper that had a bunch of Japanese saying that also Cafe Analog sent it to me, and you know, a classic tag, and yeah, and I just added, you know, the packaging that came with the sushi. And that concludes our flip through. Sorry it took so long. My flip throughs always takes a long time. So I hope you guys don't mind how long this was. I hope you grab some inspiration from this video today. But yeah, this is another you know, another insert complete. Look at how chunky this is. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you stick this far in this video, God bless you. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed yet, I hope you consider subscribing to this channel if you like videos related to Traveler's Notebook. If you are subscribed, thank you. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.